Alright guys, today we're in a 2003 Mercedes S430. We're about to take out the radio to install the iPod dock. iPod adapter. Now in this car, I'm pretty sure this radio is the older D2B style. I'm not 100% sure, so as soon as we pull out the radio, I'll know. So first thing I'm going to do is put the e-brake down. Alright, we're going to put on the radio, pull this back. Now there's two T20 torque screws here. I'm going to take those out. It's got a little thread in there. Looks like someone's been in here before. It's like that plumber's putty. It's weird. Usually that happens if someone actually, if you go drill this in with a drill gun and you're rough with it, you'll eat up the thread. So that might be what happened there. So I'm going to pull that out, close this up. I'm just going to squeeze that out. And once you get that out, that's that one connector right there. Squeeze that closed. Right, the next thing, I'm pretty sure, I think this just pops out, right? Yep, this just pops out right here. Now you can disconnect this. I try not to disconnect things, so you can just lean this over to the side. Actually, you know what? Let me go get a little thing to wrap that up in. All right, I'm back. So pretty much all I am. This is actually Sears Craftsman toolbox liner. I bought it for my toolbox and I discovered it makes them much better. Since it's got a rubbery texture to it to keep tools from sliding around. It's actually really good for keeping the keeping stuff together. I'm pretty sure this pops out right here. Don't remember though. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been at least a month. When you work on so many cars, you get just work on so many cars, you forget things. Alright, so I'm going to put that on the dashboard. Be careful with that, it is wood grain, you don't want to scratch it. And then once you do that, you have two screws on the bottom. And there's two screws in the cavities up here. Alright, now once you do that, I like to put the car back in park at this point, turn off the car, and put a little thing on the shifter to protect it. Alright, and then you're just going to pull out. Okay, once you pull it out right here, you're going to see this connector. Alright, so this is the fiber optic connector. You're going to pull it out. Oops. Also pull out your CD, just in case. Alright. So once you pull this out right here, you see how it's a right angle? That's D2B. If it was a straight angle, it would be most. So this is a D2B radio, which means this is the old school non-tech style. All right. So now we're gonna put this back. In order to get this adapter to work, we have to go in the trunk and actually bypass the CD changer. So I'm gonna see if I can show you that today. All right. If not, this is a take out the radio video. And that's it. You're done. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back in the car. I'm going to show you how to wire up the power, ground, and wake up wire. Now, this is, I cut this down to like 2 feet because you don't need all that length. I'm going to pull out the radio. Okay, now I've started using a new, let me see if I can zoom in here. I started using PosiTaps. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them. PosiTap is pretty, well, give me a second, let me get this on focus. Trying to figure out. Is that right? I think that'll work. Okay. So PosiTap, what it is, it's a way to tap into wires without the strippers. Because even though I know how to do this, it's still every once in a while, you cut too many wires. So let me just go back on the. All right, there you go. Much better. We're gonna go one more back. Now I end up being too dark. Perfect. All right. So PosiTaps, what they do is that they tap into the wire and then you tap in the other side of the wire. So this is going to be a 20 to 22 gauge PosiTap. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew the head. Okay, now this will go around the wire. All right, oops. All right, and then what I'm going to do is, if you look at this, this has a little needle on it. This will go in here. And what this does is pierces the wire and taps in. So now this, on this connector, this is pin number 10. Okay, so we're going to do, just to double check, I stripped back some of this wire so it's easier to show you. All right, we're going to go over here. All right, so we're going to make sure it's a blue and a black, blue with black stripe, and it's pin number 10. Yep, all right. So if you look over here, there's a 10 on that corner, it's a 10. Just double check it. I've never, usually all blue and black, but okay. So there goes that. That's your wake up wire. There goes your purple. So what we're going to do now is going to grab the purple wire, strip back a little bit of the wire. All right, throw that on the floor to pick up later. And then now what we're going to do is this side of the posi tap unscrews. See it? Can you see that? Yeah. Just making sure I'm making a detailed video. We're going to put this in through here, opposite end of the screws. This might be actually too long. Ooh. Hercules. This is definitely too long. Well, maybe not. All right, now when you touch this to here and you screw in, oops, make sure all the, what it is the wire we're tapping into is thinner than the wire we're using. So tap that into there, and now when you screw it in, it will make contact with the metal and you're tapped in. These posi taps are amazing. I say it in most of my videos. Whoever invented this, I love you. All right, give it a nice tug, make sure it's not going nowhere. So this is 20 to 20 gauge, 20 to 22 gauge. I'm more saying it for myself so I could remember when I do the video, because I have these on the website, but I don't have the other ones. So now when we go into the main harness over here, the bottom, if you're looking at the front of the radio, the bottom left, so the farthest out is the ground, and then you go 2 over, I think. There's a red with a yellow stripe. That's your constant. Verify these with a multimeter. Don't listen to some random guy on YouTube. So we're looking for ground on the corner and constant power, which is the red with the white stripe. All right. So now in this case, we're going to use a different, same thing, just the blue one's a bigger size. Why does that look so out of focus to me? It's probably because I'm wearing my glasses today. So we're going to tap this over here, just like we did the other one. Can you see that? Let's tap a little further back so you can see. All right, so you see? Oh, it's no good. So this is going to slide through here, and then you're going to put the needle in through here and stab the wire. It's neat because when you remove it, there's not much left. Okay, so this is your ground. Whoops. Before I do that, let me, I'm going to take some wire off of these. Whoops, it's a cold day out today, so that's why I'm in the garage today, which I usually work outside, but it's like 25 degrees, a little too cold for me. Got a huge garage, fits like 6 cars. I enjoy working outside, don't understand why. Alright, so we're going to unscrew this, put this in here. This one goes a lot easier because it taps into a bigger gauge. Put that in there and then screw in. Oh. Gotta make sure you screw in straight. Like I said, always give it a tug, because I first did these a couple times. I didn't grab it right because I didn't know what I was doing, and it didn't. And the wire just fell out because I didn't make it long enough or whatnot. All right, another blue one. I forget. I think this is 18. No, this is 12 gauge. I think. This one I'm not worried about because this is the one that all German cars use on power and ground. So I have it on the website. So same thing. Run it through the wire. I know this is a little too long for the wiring, but you know what? This is probably the hardest part. This is probably what keeps most of you from doing the job, is the fact that, you know, well, I'm afraid to tap into wires. I'm not laughing at you, because I have, until about a year ago, I didn't work on electrical outlets, and my electrician, he's like, you can tear apart my car into a million little pieces and put it back together, but you're afraid to change your electrical outlet. I'm like, yes, sir. Just take my money and be quiet. Here we go. Touch the metal. Like, oh, a little too wide on the end. Touch the metal, push it in, and then screw it in. That's what I like about these things, that it doesn't have to be that perfect. Even if it's a little sloppy, just a bunch of wires will make contact and you're good. All right, so that's it. That's your power. You got power, ground, and wake-up wire. Let me go get the fiber optic cables and show you that wire. All right, now I'm back. I went to get the fiber optic cables. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to flip this radio around. Warning, warning, warning. Make sure your CD is out. If you know it's out, press the eject button right now anyway. Okay? So mine says no CD, no changer. Well, you can't see that because of the lighting. Because if you turn this around with the CD on, it's going to mess your stuff up. Okay? So we're coming over here. We're going to unplug this fiber optic cable. All right? Pull it out. Just like so. All right, now the tension unit comes with two harnesses. One is for command and one is for non-command. Since you have a command, you're going to be installing the one that says 4 command units made by Bosch. I've never seen a command unit not made by Bosch, but it could be out there. So we're going to grab the plug that was in your radio. We're going to plug it into here. If you look at it, it's like a triangle, so go triangle to triangle. Lock. Ooh. Make sure it locks in. All right, locked in nice. Now the other side that has the triangle to triangle is going to go back where you just pulled out the other one. Okay. Now this side that's a square one, this one goes into the unit. Okay. So that goes right here. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this in here. Push this in here. Now we're left down below with the power and the power and fiber optic. So now we're going to talk to the customer, figure out where he wants everything, and we'll be right back and finish up the install. All right, guys, I've lost my mind, and we're doing a little bit of a not high end. Oh, I lost the cable. All right, guys, so I decided to do a little bit of more of a custom job on this one. Usually my videos, I do the easiest way to do it so customers can do it at home. On this one, I'm gonna do a little nicer just because, yeah, it's a nice class. You can't just leave it like that. But for you guys who don't care, here, see this? Shove the wire through here. The wire is now behind the radio. And you can leave your iPod wire, USB wire. USB wire, you can actually, a lot of customers just leave it like that and then just push it towards the back so you can't see it. You know what I mean? iPod cable, AUX cable, all that. There's a little trick in the ashtray. It's nice and easy. I'll show you that later. But here, let me show you how easy that is. I'll do it twice so you don't think I'm lying. Look, 1, 2. It's really an easy install. All right, but right now, we're going to take out the glove box. We change angles and we'll show you. Let me stop that. All right, taking out the glove box. On this car is easy, I think, if I remember it right. If you look over here on your glove box, there's 2 little false bottoms. Pop them up. Pop them up. There's 2 Phillips head screws there. I'm going to use a screwdriver because I'm short on time. Usually I wouldn't use this to show you that you can do it with regular tools. But today, I got 20 minutes to finish this and do a video. A video on to show you guys how it works. All right, so pop that out, pop that out. Whoops. Keep these screws separate. These are Phillips heads, so they're different. Or X's and stars, as you guys like to call them. All right, there's 2 more up here. Alright, and there's 2 more, 2 more. 1 on each side is what I meant to say. This is a screwdriver. I've been talking about selling this for years. Still don't sell it. So, when you call up, ask me about it. Maybe I'll order it for you. I think that's it, right? Yep, that's it. Glove box comes right out. Or does it? Do these things really gotta come out? You know what? These things gotta come out. Last time I took one of these apart, I questioned whether they needed to come out, and now I know. Really easy, just gotta pop them out. I think you don't have to pop them out when they go back in, but like I said. All right, there you go. What's holding you in, buddy? Oh, you know what it is? I'm on the passenger side, so you guys can see this, so it's not the way you normally do it. So now you have to come over here. This is really easy. You pop this up. Can you see that? Yeah. And then just bring the ball up and over. And unplug this. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill a big hole in one of these sides. All right, be right back. All right, so what I'm gonna use is a unibit. This is the 1/2" unibit. So pretty much I'm going to go, always open up the inside, make sure you're not gonna hit anything. Okay. 1/2" unibit right here. Take some trash out, that way you don't have to get as much out of the car later. All right, now at this point I'm going to angle it towards the right because there is a little bit of a lip here. I don't want to hit that lip. Alright, so that should be enough for the USB cable and the AUX cable, okay? So let me get the two cables and we'll be right back. Alright, cool. So got the AUX cable, got the USB cable. So I'm going to put the USB cable through first because it is the biggest. Alright, so this has a weird cable on it, so what we're going to do is going to mount it from this side. Not weird, what I mean is big. Alright, do that, and then this is going to go through here. Okay, now this is the this unit includes, well, we got two different types of units. What it is, this is the, right now you're watching us install the Enfig D2B-AUX. Enfig D2B-AUX, what it is, it's a Dension product, but the AUX cable, Dension doesn't have an AUX unit. So if you buy the D2B-AUX, we throw in the AUX is included. The Dension one, if you buy the Dension one, the Dension product, it's sold separately, and you know it's a decent amount of price, decent price. So, all right. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you the cable. Look how easy it is to run. If I took the radio, let me see if I can. Let me just show you how easy this run is because you guys are gonna think I'm exaggerating. I think you might be able to get a wire through there. If you can't, give us a call, we'll walk you through it. All right, so I'm gonna dump this one down here. And we are going to dump this one right here. As far as these cables, the AUX cable, I give as much length as I can possible, which means that this end, I'm gonna make really short, okay? And then this end, the USB, I don't want any of it in the glove box. I want as little as possible. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna pull the AUX, because the AUX, you know, someone might be in shotgun, in the passenger side seat, sitting with a, like a Zune or something, or they want to play with it, you know? Whereas the USB, it's a stick, so it's gonna be in there always. Sorry guys, I would have reshot this if I had time, but it's looking like a little sloppiness. Not the install, of course, I'm talking about the way it's shot. Alright, so I just put these in, just so I can know which side's which. I don't know if left or right matters, but, oh. Alright, so now that you measured that out and you know it fits decently, put the ball back in, so the ball goes in right here. It's going to turn out to be a pretty long install video. Oh, that's because we have to do a CD changer bypass, that's why. Oh no, how does that work? Okay, you go in, then you go over, then you go under it, and then you snap that into there. Give it a quick, make sure it works, and plug in the light. Alright. Now as you push it in, there you go. Alright, now you're going to shove these two in. Alright, well, as far as these things are concerned, the side with the more plastic goes towards the top. Okay, so this is going to go here. Oops, too far. It depends. If you know, I think it's too far, but I think that's perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna put these screws back together. I'm not gonna show you that because it's just a waste of time. All right, we're back. I didn't show you the Dremel of it because it's painful. And most of you guys, if you're gonna do this, you're not gonna flinch doing it. So, all right. So what I did right now is I notched the inside of this thing on the right all the way in the back. I notched it so to fit the iPod cable, so the moving door wouldn't affect it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna run the iPod cable. Actually, the easiest way to run it is through the back because it's smaller, the head. So the head's gonna go through there. All right, we're gonna leave a lot of room out. So this is gonna come out. All right, that should be enough. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna route it. There's an air vent right here. I'm gonna route it around the air vent, so that way the cable comes out this way. Because if it comes out this way, it's easier to keep straight. All right, so I'm gonna go by the air vent. If I can pull this off. I haven't tried it yet. There you go. All right, so I'm pretty much tugging out. All right, and the cable's right here. So, and then I can feel the cable on this side. So just to show you I can feel it, I'm gonna pull it out. Yikes. All right, so it's right there. And then I'm gonna tuck it around the air vent. All right, and I'm also going to drop a little bit of electrical tape on there to keep it in place. And that should work no problem. And then we got the cable right here. So what I'm going to do now is a little more length on that one. All right, so now I'm going to get the box and we'll plug everything in. All right, so I'm back. All right, so I just come back. I had to tell you, I had to dig pretty deep into the thing. So what I did, I probably did about a 1/2 inch slit. And as I came in towards the front a little bit. So that way it holds the cable. Because when I first was doing it, it was kind of rubbing against the thing. And also what I did was I grabbed some of the cable, like when I went back here on the outside, and I went like this and I looped some down and up. So that way it's going towards the bottom. And now that I do that, it's perfect. I mean, I think I may have to do this on every car I do now. It's just easy and it's hidden. You get away, you're done. All right. You could also just leave your iPod in there. And then, like this customer has an iPod and iPhone, so he's gonna come back to both. All right, now, D2B cable goes over here. Okay. USB cable goes right over here. iPod cable is somewhere around here. iPod cable. What did I do with the iPod cable? I have lost the iPod cable, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know what I did with it. Did I pull on it too much? Oh yeah, I pulled on it too much. All right, it's right here. Let me adjust that. Go right there. Put the loop back down like I told you. All right, and then we're gonna go out through here. Just gotta pull out a little bit to get the head through. The wire doesn't affect it much. So you guys just saw me do this and you're like, you're doing it again? What are we up to, 20 something minutes at this point? It was a long video. And of course the second time isn't as easy. All right, so we push it down towards the bottom. All right, you know what? There you go. All right, so we do that. Push it down, make sure you don't lose the bottom. This car is also getting a power booster. A power booster helps if you're using iPod, the iPods, the new iPhones. They charge faster. And also, if you have an iPod Touch, if your iPad is not officially supported, but I do have a lot of customers saying it does work, okay? Oh, the AUX cable. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're back. AUX cable. This is the Enfig AUX cable. Plugs into the COM port. And then left and right RCAs. And if I remember this, yeah, if you go, there's a big module right here. This Bosch is an airbag sensor. If you just go push it, you can push the box way back behind the airbag sensor. All right, I'm not gonna put the car fully back together yet. But if you go here, okay, and then hopefully I left enough room in there. And this goes in here. All right, you can see the car goes back together. All right, plenty of room. That's one shot. I didn't even try. All right, now let me put this car back together, and we'll come back and we'll show you how the unit works. Well, different video. This video is brought to you by EnfigCarStereo.com. We sell and install. We also ship worldwide. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. And like I said, the aux cable is something we only have. And if you buy the part number is the Enfig D2B-AUX. It actually includes the aux cable. If you buy the dention part by itself, you have to buy it separately. All right. Thanks for watching. EnfigCarStereo.com.